visor, getting his visor stripped before the race got underway. I didn't notice when the race began. He was a little late looking up when the lights got underway. Did he get it stuck under his tyre? No, because he clearly retrieved it there, or he was at least concerned at where it was before he realised the lights were coming on and he had to get ready to get himself off the line. They could see it, so potentially it was stuck under his rear tyre, and that was why he just didn't get the purchase, because his rear tyre wasn't sat on tarmac.
Well, he's going to go sideways. He loves going sideways on his dirt bikes. Back at home in Madrid, doesn't he, Marc Marquez? But that was a disastrous start. Not the way he wanted to kick off this Australian Grand Prix at all. Frankie Carcetti looks on. I don't think they can quite believe what they have just seen, as now Marquez has made big progress. He is really now starting to pile the pressure on Bagnaia. Bagnaia's going to start to feel the heat here very, very shortly, because out of the final corner, through the left-handers where he's so supreme, Marc Marquez now at 127.765, 3/10 faster than Jorge Martin.
Martin wide into turn one, and it's now put him right under pressure.
Yeah, key mistake there by Martin. He was just out of our picture, but he ran in hot in the Duan corner. He came over the line, nearly 6/10 clear of Bagnaia and Marquez.
Does Bagnaia strike now? He does.
And now Bagnaia through the Stoner corner on the inside of Jorge Martin in 5th gear. What a move that was. Here comes Martin though with some instant payback. He picks up Bagnaia, and that allows Marc Marquez to come through. This race has come alive, folks, here in Phillip Island. The top 3 riders in the World Championship so far in 2024 going hammer and tongs, toe-to-toe here in Australia.
You bet it has, and in the end, Jorge Martin made a mistake and came out of it smelling of roses. His lead has been cut, but it's now Bagnaia behind Marc Marquez, although you can imagine Marc Marquez now with a snip of the race lead isn't going to sit in second for too long.
So Bagnaia led for, one corner here in Australia, in the blink of an eye, from 1st down to 3rd place. So yeah, that's obviously the clear message. There's no signal for him to change map or anything, so they feel that if Marc Marquez is going to pick a moment, it will be in that 4th corner, the Miller corner. He's not close enough to attack Martin going into the Duan corner. What a shot that is, looking towards Martin. Knee and elbow scraping on the tarmac through Duan corner. 3rd gear going through there, and over 200 kilometres an hour. Some shot that of Martin, who at the moment is doing a phenomenal job once again at the front of this Phillip Island Grand Prix. He's led it for all but 1 corner so far.
I think Bagnaia has made a mistake somewhere on the first sector. If you're watching him on the left-hand side of your screen, you might have seen it, but he's lost half a second to the 2 up ahead of him. So any hopes of Pecco Bagnaia striking back and taking a first Phillip Island victory are beginning to fade away a little bit.
And Marc Marquez, sitting on the rear tyre Martin, is arming himself with a whole host of knowledge here. He will now have seen for a good number of laps just exactly the parts of Phillip Island where Martin is maybe susceptible to attack, where he's weak, and where his particular strong points are. Over Lukey Heights we go, down the hill into turn 10. We're now well into the second half of this Grand Prix. Once again, Martin just making that mistake. It was not a big mistake. Can Marc Marquez punish it now as they come through turn 12? This has been an absolutely awesome ride by Jorge Martin in the context of the championship, in the context of what's at stake for the Pramac Ducati star. He is riding one of the races of his life so far. Look again, he goes so defensive. Marquez though trying maybe with the element of surprise on the inside of turn 4, not close enough. Martin through here, the Grizzly Ducati, they go side by side through turn 5. Martin was slightly offline. Did he go too defensive on the entry into Miller corner? Left door open, compromises exit speed. So for the first time in here in Australia, 3.5 laps remaining. It's the 93. Marc Marquez that leads.
So Martin blinks. Does he attack back straight away? Does he feel he has to attack back straight away? Is he in a better position to beat Marc Marquez leading him than chasing him? He has a little bit of a feint there on the inside into the G corner, and he's now going to find out what everyone else has found out this weekend, just how good Marc Marquez is through these final 2 lefts.
Marquez then has gone from the hunter to the hunted here in Australia. Now we're looking from Jorge Martin towards Marc Marquez. Through the final corner they go. 3 laps remaining here in Phillip Island. What a showdown we have in store as Jorge Martin launches it on the inside of Marc Marquez into the Duan corner. He
Lakas mo. Ayan, tagilid ka niya, Bart. Ulit mo.